And we'll get to see 96 kilograms coming out here. We saw Dustin Kilgore last versus 97 kilograms out here, my mistake. And we will see Dustin Kilgore and Wynn Michalak. Last time we saw Kilgore was versus Varner in the semifinals. And last time we saw Michalak, he was just absolutely bombing Cale Byers, I believe. And just for the fall, I mean, that was a huge, huge win from Michalak, and he was all excited about that. So I'd like to see another big throw out of Michalak like that.
And you got to think, you know, that body lock right to the back. Big move for Wynn. Both of these guys have had some international success overseas, and they've been battling injuries, though, over the past couple years. And you got to think about the weight class that they're competing at. You got the young upstart Snyder, multiple junior world medalist, and obviously with Varner coming back after taking the year off.
Inside trip there from Wynn Michalak, and he's got Kilgore in some trouble, and that'll be 4 for Michalak. Great inside trip, and we've seen a lot of action out of him, and he is exciting to watch at the upper weights.
And there's a gut wrench. Michalak going to go up 6-0. 4 points, feet to back, 2-point gut wrench on the exposure.
There's a single attempt from Kilgore and a chest lock, and what will be the scoring on that? They'll go 2 and 1, I believe. 4 for Kilgore. I'm not sure about that. I didn't know. I couldn't see from the media table what they confirmed over there, but I don't know what the match judge scored that. But either way, lots of scoring going on here quickly.
We are at 6-0 going into the exchange. The board now shows 8-7.
I'm surprised he's not an angry bird.
I thought 4 was what the referee called for.
4 for Kilgore. And I didn't know, I couldn't see what the confirmation was. It went up quick because there was a lot of action going. And
that's almost that same scenario that we saw Jason Ness and Jimmy Kennedy in. And the officials, the mat judge and the chairman, they're going to go over and they're going to confer as far as what points went up and what was actually confirmed, and they're going to make sure that they got this right on the scoreboard.
And right now, all eyes in the arena on this match is there's no action going on mat 2. So we'll see what the scoring ends up going on as is there. The referees, officials talking it over, making sure that they get this thing right, get the scoring right, and we'll see what they do here. And the score looks to be staying the same, so it'll be 9-7 for Wynn Michalak. He leads Dustin Kilgore after a huge exchange. And we'll get going back here in action. Already 16 points in this early bout. And Kilgore right back in on a shot, and he's going to be awarded 4-point takedown there, feet to back, and he leads 11-9. And Michalak goes chest lock, tries to roll him up, and they go 2 more Kilgore. So it's 13-9 right now, and he goes chest lock again and rolls him through. So Wynn will get 2 there, and now Kilgore gonna get 2. Crazy action here. 15-13, 28 points in the first 2.5 minutes between Wynn Michalak and Dustin Kilgore. Crazy action here. Tune in, mat number 1. We have some crazy action going on. 28 points in the first period. Kilgore again in on that high crotch with 10 seconds left on the clock. Michalak with a switch goes to his own back, and they'll go 4 more for Michalak, but then Kilgore, or 4 more for Kilgore. Michalak comes on top with a gut wrench, and we have 19-15 right now on the score, and that's 34 points in 3 minutes. Holy smokes.
And taking a look, Michalak, he wanted the bird thrown to challenge this, and he was encouraging his corner. They are going to let that take place. There's usually a time frame for the action, and being at the end of the period, they're taking this challenge, and they're going to look at it.
You see Brandon Slay in the corner for Dustin Kilgore. Coach Mark Perry in the corner for Wynn Michalak. Crazy first period, 34 points. That might be a record. 1 period, 34 points. I think the most we have in a match so far this weekend is 42 total. I'm not sure on that, but
you gotta think we're going to go way over that. Hopefully you took the over on the line here. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Vegas didn't have an over 30 points set between Michalak and Kilgore.
Matches are scheduled to begin at 4:45 this afternoon.
And as we see the Angry Bird, remember, Beat the Streets Madison. All proceeds go to them. Charity auction for the Angry Birds that will be signed by the women's national team, or world team, and the men's world team.
So another point added to Wynn Michalak, and it makes it 19-16. So 35 points first period, and we'll get started here in the second. Front head here for Kilgore. He runs the corner down, and he's going to get a takedown there, and that'll make it 21-16 Kilgore. Kilgore looking for that lace. And we'll go back on our feet. 2:21 left in this second period. And points can be scored in bunches. We've seen it this whole match between both these guys, Kilgore and Michalak.
And a lot of times when you're looking at a 5-point lead, you think, okay, that guy's looking to extend the lead, maybe a tech fall. This one, you've got to think that even if the spread gets to 9, that the other guy's not out of the match.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen that multiple times. We saw it a couple times in the junior division on Friday.
Matt
McDonough we saw yesterday, 1 point away from tech fall, and Joe Colon, he was able to come back and just battle back. If you haven't seen that one of the best matches of the weekend going into Flow Wrestling, it should be uploaded on there. But a couple times I remember seeing in the junior division guys 1 point away from 2 point away from getting the tech fall, and the other guy comes back and gets the win. So a little slower pace to this second period. Not as many points being put up. Shot by Michalak, and Kilgore's able to get the spin behind, and that makes it 23-16.
And you got to wonder if that first period just took its toll with all the action and, you know, considerably slower pace here in the second period with only a minute to go in the bout.
So not too much action here as of late after a crazy first period. 23-16 the score right now. 30 ticks left on the clock. Dustin Kilgore leads by 7 over Wynn Michalak. And you could see these guys are just exhausted out there. I mean, after a crazy first period like that. Another shot in from Kilgore, and he's going to get another score, and that'll make it 25-16. And Kilgore looking for another turn to try and get the tech here. And they're going to let the clock tick out. And that'll be all. Crazy match here on the backside between Dustin Kilgore and Wynn Michalak. Wow, tons of points being put on the board. 25-16 final score.
And you